Welcome back, hockey fans. It is game 2 on the weekend, and we are at Queen City Sports Complex in Sharonville, Ohio, suburb of Cincinnati. Here to watch the West Virginia Wild take on the Louisville Ice Cardinals. Game 1 against the Wild and Athens Bobcats wound up at a tie 4-4, and we're back for some more action. We'll be back in just a bit for the first puck drop of the first period. Appreciate everybody joining us. Stay tuned, and we'll have a game coming up for you in just a few. If you didn't join us for the first game, it was a tie game. It was a final score, 4-4, against the Athens Bobcats. And I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Brian Lister. All right, Mike, I appreciate you. We are a minute from puck drop here. And like I was saying earlier, second game coming up. First game was against the Wild, the Athens Bobcats. And man, let me tell you, they fought hard, but gosh, in that last just few seconds, I think about 8 seconds to go, let one sneak in, and that tied it up 4-4. And just let them creep back in. So hopefully this game, Wild just needs to capitalize on the things they're doing good, you know, and once they get that lead, they need to shut that door and keep it shut. This is, Mike, I don't know if we've had a matchup between Louisville this year or not. Do you know if we've had a matchup between these two?
No, we have not.
We've not, okay. We've got a full bench for the Wild here. Nobody out with injuries. Kane Adkins actually playing on a pretty banged up broken wrist. And but I'll tell you what, he's going as hard as he normally does, even with a brace on. So you got to give it to these kids for putting all their heart and soul into this game. We do have Hank Magger that is playing with the high school team in opponent this weekend. I appreciate you, Mike. We're ready to get this thing started. The starting line for the second game of this end-of-season championship looks like you're going to have at center Braden Miller with Jake Holly and Kane Atkins on his wing, Walker Woods and Leighton Walker, the Walker brothers, as your defensemen. And of course, the ever popular Jonah Minig in goal. We're ready to get this thing fired up. 14 minutes of hockey, period one, coming up. Puck is down. Miller's able to pop it out, but the Cards quickly pick it up. Move that into the wild zone. Woods will move that around to the far corner. The Wild will try and work that up. A little fight at the blue line, and a quick penalty, delayed penalty, going to be called against the Wild. Walker Woods going to spend a few minutes in the box after that. After that call. He's had quite a few calls against him this year, Mike. I think his size, you know, the hits, they look a lot harder than they are. But unfortunate circumstance, and now the Wild are going to be on a penalty kill here. Cardinals on the power play. Here we go, 5-on-4 hockey. Cardinals able to pick up possession off the puck drop. Cornelius will move it into the center. Centering pass. Just through center to the far corner, and a shot put on net just wide. Gosselin can pick it up and move that around the far wall. Cards pick it back up at the blue line. But Bo Ruth there able to break it up. Bo Ruth on every side of the ice, just out there playing some defense. We'll have a slashing call. That'll be against Lezak of the Ice Cardinals. We'll go to 4-on-4 hockey now. On the ice for your Wild, 22, Talon Wynn and Bo Ruth, your wings, and on defense is going to be Walker Dedrick and your captain, Cruz Berry. It'll be a high sticking call on the Wild. We'll drop this puck again and try and get it restarted. Cardinals tried to send that out of their defensive zone, and Dedrick just got that stick a little too high. Wild will pick up possession. Cruz will move that forward to Gibson. Gibson will put a shot on from a mile away, sent just right of the goal. Wild doing everything they can to keep possession. Gibson picks it back up and in the slot, puts a shot on, but sent just over the net. The Wild will move this back out, try and reset, regroup the players. Wynn chasing after it. Stevens Wise, he gets up, picks up the puck on the blue line. Now the Wild will take possession, move that through neutral ice. Gibson loses his footing, goes down in the far corner. Wild trying to do what they can. We've got a wide open net. Oh my goodness. Quinn Davis almost able to put that in the net with the goalie down. He wasn't able to slide over, and Davis just barely misses it. We've got 11:46 to go in the first with no score yet. 20 seconds until we're back to full strength, but right now we've got the Wild on a power play. See if they can capitalize and make something happen here. Gibson loses at the blue line. Wood's able to pick it back up in their own zone. Start to skate it forward. He'll lose the puck again at the blue line. Gibson picks it up. Davis with the puck puts a shot on net from the blue line, but just off the blocker of the goalie, who will cover it up. With 11:07 to go in the first. Let us know. We never say this too much, but for those of you watching at home, if you guys could like and subscribe to this channel. Our cameraman and chief in charge puts forth a lot of effort to make this not only free, but accessible for everybody to watch. So if you could, like, share, comment, follow, engage, just enjoy some hockey. Plays resume now, and we've got a battle for the puck just back and forth in the neutral zone. Walker in that far corner trying to gain possession of it. He'll move it forward, but picked back up by the Cardinals at the blue line. And Austin Lowry is going to skate this down and dump it in. He'll send it in deep. No change for the Wild. Puck sent back out from just beneath the goal line, sent all the way down 200 feet to the other end. Now Walker Woods is going to send it up past to Miller just coming off the bench, but he was unable to collect it. We'll drop the puck here in the Cardinals defensive zone, or offensive zone rather. Cardinals keep possession, back and forth behind the net now. Miller's able to pick it up, and he's going to skate this forward, looking for a pass. Sees Holly in the far wall. Holly just ahead of him, just a little bit too far. I'll tell you what, it's been a good season for these boys. I think they've learned a lot. This being the end of season tournament, I think this is where we're hoping to see the peak of their play this year. They seem to be playing pretty well together right now. Miller sends it across the ice to Holly. Holly's going to skate this in, just barely misses it. Miller's going to find himself offside. Didn't get the progress he wanted. He kept skating. On the ice for your West Virginia Wild, Braden Miller, flanked by Jake Holly and Kane Adkins, with Grayson Goslink and Johnny Hockey Wade on defense. Lezak out of the box now. He makes a centering pass and popped just off the pad of the goalie. Miller giving chase to Cornelius. Cornelius taking him behind the net. Goes to reverse the puck around, looking for an open man in the center. Not able to find it. Miller able to grab it, send it up to Holly. Adkins will pick it up. Tries to send it back across the ice to Miller. But the Cardinals will pick that up. Send it back down, and Menig will pop that out to Gosling. Wade checking over his shoulders. Tied up on the boards with Gatewood, trying to get that puck loose. Finally able to do so behind the net. Centering pass to Wiegand. Wiegand puts a shot on just off of the goalie's blocker pad. Minnick able to deflect that just enough to cover it up a little bit. 8:17 to go in the first period. If you're looking for more hockey, you'll find over on ESPN the Columbus Blue Jackets are playing the Detroit Red Wings at the Ohio State University Ohio Stadium in the Stadium Series this season. So if you just can't get enough hockey, check that out. But after this game, of course. Dedrick now. Dedrick sends it up to Gibson. Gibson sends it in deep. Quinn Davis heading down. Quinn Davis hustling all day long. Got himself a good goal in the last game. And I think these boys are seeing just kind of what amazing things can happen when you hustle. Barry now. Barry on defense. There's a little poke check away there. Able to free the puck up and get it back to the Wild. Wynn sends it over to Davis, who sends it back to Wynn. Back and forth a little bit in the neutral zone. And Dedrick just crushes the guy into the boards. Gibson will pick it up in that far corner and send it up the ice. Picked up at center ice by the Cardinals, and the Cardinals will send it in. Quick shot off of the face mask of Barry. Spits out the puck and says, "Not today, sir." Parents getting animated this game. I don't know if our cameraman, Mike Holly, can hear that going on behind him, but it's getting loud and animated. He can hear it just fine. I sure can. 6:47 to go. Wild find themselves back on the power play. Puck tied up on this near wall. Lezak will take it in, tripped up. No call made there on Woods, which is a rarity. He's an easy guy to call stuff on. Holly able to break that little play up and freeze the puck up and send back down into the Cardinal zone. Woods able to free it up and tries to skate it in, but loses it just after the blue line. Holly will now send it back over to Barry. Good footwork by Holly, keeping control of that puck. And that's been one of the biggest things these guys have had to work on, is just being strong with the puck, retaining possession, and making a play with it. Woods puts a guy down. Cornelius puts him down on the ice. Now you've got Holly, Adkins, and Miller all swarming, trying to get possession of that puck. Miller picks it up, loses it for a quick second, makes a quick move, sends it over to Atkins. He puts a shot on, covered up by goalie. 11 seconds to go on this West Virginia Wild power play. And this is a team, when you get an opportunity like this, you've got to make something happen. These Kentucky teams can be sneaky with the goals, so you got to get them while you can. Right now, West Virginia's got the advantage, and they just need to put this thing in the back of the net. Barry sends it up to Ruth. Ruth loses it, but picks it back up. He'll put a centering pass on to Woods. Just intercepted by Barry, making a move in and loses it. And now we'll have a 2-on-2 breakaway with the Cardinals. Cardinals moving it around. That'll be gloved by Minnick and covered up. With 4:58 to go in the first. Our score still tied at 0. Pretty even matchup so far. Parents looking for some hustle out here. Cardinals win the face-off, move it around to the near wall. Berndorf will send a centering pass in. Put on quick by Clausen, but covered up, saved by Minnick. Fantastic save by Minnick. Clausen almost able to get that thing over his glove. Man, that was close to going in. Mark Minnick looks a little nervous, but his boy gloved it well. I'll be covered up again by Minnick off that quick face-off. Wiegand will put a shot on off of the shin pad of Clausen for the Cardinals. Clausen will move that around the far wall. That'll be sent out of the zone all the way down. Almost an icing call, but picked up by the Cardinals. Wade will move in, grab possession. He'll send it in deep. Davis coming in, Wynn trying to gain possession. Cardinals will move it up this near wall. Gosling fighting for it on the wall, trying to break it up. Clausen not giving up on it. Wade moves it around to Gibson. Gibson's going to send it up to Davis, but nothing doing there. That'll give us a break with 3:54 to go in the first. We're going to come down and have a quick chat with Mark Minnick. Mark, he gloved a couple good ones. What are you seeing from Jonah?
I don't know. I'm tired. I've been at this place since 7:30 this morning, and I just want to go home.
I think he's very impressed with the saves of Jonah Minnick.
Yes. He's great.
That would be Braden Miller's mother getting animated herself. We'll get a stoppage of play with 3 minutes to go in the first. Gotta have a little fun today, Mike. It's we're in the next to last game, so gotta do what we can. We'll try and hit up all these parents this game. Everybody wants to make an appearance. Zach Pritchard especially wants to be on air. Cardinals will pick it up at center ice. Almost a breakaway, but broken up by Barry. Dedrick will send it up to Lowry and Ben Call. Little battle for it here on the near wall. Everybody loses their footing, goes down like a bunch of bowling pins. Dedrick moves in quick to try and intercept that puck. Put into the wall by Austin Lowry. That'll move back into the Cardinal defensive zone. Cornelius to pick it up. Now Lezak's got it. Gatewood moves it up to Lezak. Lezak with the backhand. Just left of the goal. Cornelius almost had it. Loses his footing. That'll move up now. Quinn Davis will try and gain possession. Davis picks it up. Sends it across ice to Gibson, who's got a clear alley to the other end as he races for it. Picked up. Got to get the boys back. Almost an offside call, and we're going to call it anyways. .144 to go in the first. Score tied at 0. Cardinals will pick it up off of this face-off. Wynn almost able to collect it. That's Bendorf. Bendorf will take it down and get tangled up in that near wall. McNeil puts a shot on hard. I'm sorry, Toole. Toole puts a shot on hard. Centering pass over to Clausen. Clausen loses it. Wynn picks it up. Sends it over to Gibson. Gibson up to Davis. Everybody chasing after it. Woods puts Bendorf into the wall and for a moment loses the puck. Talon Wynn hustles in, picks it up, makes a quick move to the blue line. Loses it for a brief second, but Davis there to assist. They'll send that deep into the Cardinal defensive zone. 40 seconds to go in the first as the Cardinals now trying to move this puck up into the Wild zone. Talon Wynn flying out of nowhere and breaks it up. Gibson comes in. I'll tell you this, Mike, I appreciate the effort I'm seeing because I don't know if we've seen hustle like this. These boys are moving today. Wynn, perfect centering pass. Miller takes it behind the net. He's put into the wall. And I think we're going to get a penalty on number 90, Braden Miller, right at the end, right before the whistle, or right before the buzzer goes off. He'll probably spend a couple minutes in. It looked like a cross-check. Some sort of an interference call. All right. Well, I've got the Berry family with me, Mike. You able to turn that thing all the way around? I thought we saw some serious effort out of these guys. That was a pretty fast-moving first period. Did I see it wrong? What do you guys think?
I think the effort's better this game. The last game was a little lacking, but we're picking it up. Hopefully we'll find that gear that we need.
Just got to stay with it, and if we can keep possession of that puck and just try and make some plays down here, get one of these things into the net, and then.
Yeah, we're positioned well. It's just a matter of putting our sticks on it and keeping the puck out of the air.
I agree with you. We're back for the second period. See if we can make something happen. Berry family, thank you for being with us tonight. It's a pleasure as always. And I hear it might be one of the Berry's birthdays. Is that right?
Yeah.
It's Jace Berry's birthday. Happy birthday. 13 of them. Got a little pile up in front of the Wild net down here while the Cardinals are on the power play. A little traffic jam. And Talon Wynn on the face-off. Cardinals able to secure it. Looks like Wade in there trying to get possession. Has it locked up on that near corner. Did a good job of keeping that thing closed off. Send down to the other end of the ice. Wynn, of course, chasing after it. Bo Ruth able to pick it up. He'll keep it into the Cardinal zone, send it down deep. As the Wild look to position themselves for a shot, but not able to get enough up there. Ruth hustling to get possession of that puck, but the Cardinals pick it up at center ice and now move that into the Wild zone. He's sent across to Donahue. Donahue will move that up to one of the other Cardinals, but Johnny Wade's there to pick it off. Donahue picks it up at the blue line, sends it back deep into the wild zone. Shot put on just wide of the net. Miller back on the ice and almost intercepts that pass coming out of nowhere. Puck will be sent around to that near wall. Now Miller picks it up in the far corner. Sends a centering pass to Holly. Holly on a breakaway now. Sends it through the legs of Donahue. Sent just behind the net now. Miller trying to block it off. Adkins will do what he can to keep it in the zone. Miller calling for Holly to step in front of Donahue, who's bringing it up the ice. That'll be picked up by Barry, who'll ship it, and that'll be no icing called. Picked up by Holly. Sent to the other end of the ice. Barry will pick that up. Send the pass. Uh-oh. I don't think he thought that was who it was. One of the Cardinals was there. I think he was expecting one of his players to be there. Holly now will bring it up the ice. Trying to get these shots off, but just these Cardinals are just walls in front of them. Deflected by Barry. Incredible defense as the Cardinals bring it down the ice. Now we're going to get an interference call on the goalie. That'll be a goalie interference call. So Wild will go again on the power play. I don't know if anything I said right there made sense. I was very excited trying to be in the action and tell you all what was happening at home. If it's gibberish, I apologize. This ice rink has a bar. Not my fault.
Let's go, coach!
Wild on the power play. 10:45 to go in the second. Score still tied at 0. Quick pass sent in by Gibson. Picked up by Davis in that near corner. But Cornelius will pick that off. Start to move that up the ice. Wilson grabs it in the near wall. Now Woods chasing after it in his defensive zone. He'll move it behind the net. Try and curl that puck around. Sends it back the other way. Barry will pick it up. Barry now going to move it up. Strong pass up to Gibson. Shot put on by the Cardinals, but deflected off of the shin pad of Woods. Now another fight for it. Davis almost able to pick it up, but sent into the Wild defensive zone, where Woods will pick it up, send it up to Gibson. Gibson moves it over to Davis. Talon Wynn puts Cornelius into the wall. Gets him off of the puck, and now Gibson able to hang with it. He loses his footing. But the Wild swarm all over Cornelius, picks it up. Both teams having a heck of a time just keeping possession of this, and we'll get an offside call. Cornelius had all but set up a tent in the near wall down at the corner there. He's just going to camp down there for a little while, hoping nobody saw him, but
Let's go, coach!
didn't happen. We've got 9:10 to go in the second period. Face off one by the Cardinals. Cool will pick that up, send it up to Berndorf. Berndorf skates it in that far wall. Tied up again in that far corner. Berndorf, Adkins. Somebody else is in there. That's Grace and Gosselink in there. Now we've got Jake Holly's skating it up fast. He'll put a quick shot on, but deflected by the stick of Berndorf. Put into the wall hard by Miller. Not called for it. Have a quick shot here. Almost. But just high. Minig was ready for it. Gosling does a great job of getting him off the puck. Miller now moving in. Miller's got to watch those checks, getting a little aggressive with the checks in the back and pushing them in the wall. They've been legal hits so far, but he's I know what happens when he starts playing like that, so we'll keep an eye on him. 8:04 to go in the second period. Everybody's freezing in here. The blankets are out. Woods tries to move it up. The kid on him still falls. Ruth giving chase, and Ben Call tells him to maybe think about coming into his zone. Stands him up for a second. Looks like we've got even strength hockey out here. We may have been on that, but I wasn't paying that close of attention. So now Woods has got it. Woods puts a hard shot on, almost through the face mask and skull of the goalie with the strength of that shot, but unable to get it into the net. Ben Call now going to come off the ice for the Wild. He's replaced with Logan Gibson. Gibson will pick it up, send it deep into the Cardinal zone. Davis there. Gibson moving in to pick it up. He and Fremont get into a perfect centering pass. Quick shot put on by Wynn, but covered up by the goalie for the Cardinals. A lot of movement real quick. I thought we were going to slide one in there and unable to come up with it. We'll put this puck down in the Cardinal defensive zone. In that far corner, Cardinals come up with it, start to move it up the ice. Gatewood loses it at center ice. Walker Woods there to pick it back up, send it across to Leighton Walker. Leighton Walker going to do what he can to send it up, but that'll be gloved and put back on the ice by the Cardinals, and then covered up by Minig. Quick shot put on. I'd say a pretty even matchup on shots. Eventually one of these has to fall. What do you think, Mike? Mike's not mic'd up, but
yeah, eventually.
Oh, is he mic'd? Are you mic'd up, Mike? Play resumed here. Cardinals putting some shots on net. Gibson now collected. He'll start to move it up. He'll put a shot on, sent just right of the net, but held on to by Cruz Berry. Able to keep it in. Gibson tries to poke it back to him, but just sent out of the zone. Walker Dederick will pick it up and send it back in. Now fight for it at center ice. Sent up to Cornelius. Oh, Miller will push him down in the back. Thankfully not called for that. Barry gets wrapped up with Lezak in the high slot. Puck will come loose, and Wynn now trying to fight for it in that near corner. We'll have a slashing call Or maybe a tripping call. I couldn't see what that was. Either way, somebody's going to the box. You know, Cruz Berry's going to sit in timeout for a few. We've got 5:42 to go in the second. A lot of hockey left to play, but I like the matchup so far. We've got apologies for the interruption. Looks like we maybe have some extracurriculars going on with one of our cameras. So we'll do what we can for now with the center ice camera. Quick shot put on by the Cardinals, but that's batted down by Johnny Wade. Now Gosselin can move that up at far wall. That'll be covered up by Minnig. I think we're back up and running now. Amy Holly on the camera, doing a fantastic job. Amy, thank you for stepping in when we need you the most. We've got the puck back in play. Johnny Wade sends it just out of his own, does an excellent job of clearing that puck. Now Jake Holly able to pick it up. He's going to skate it. He'll dump it in, but not get a lot of chase from the rest of the Wild behind him to try and make anything happen. Barry will be out of the box and Miller comes out onto the ice. So we've got the Wild back to full strength. That'll be sent up to Rosler. Put a shot on. It looks like we're going to get another call. I can't tell if that was offside. I don't know what I'm watching. Mike, you jetted out of here like somebody had stolen your car. Or is everything okay with the camera system? Or I don't think Mike can hear me right now, everybody. We're going to put this puck down at neutral ice. That'll be sent in by Donahue. Cards will pick it up, and that'll be put behind the net. Adkins doing what he can to pick it up. That was a quick shot put on. A lot of these shots just blind. Minnig trying to cover it up. He does a good job of covering that thing up. A lot of action in front of the net there. But the Wild able to keep it out of there. Just coming down to do my part. Mike jetted out of here like somebody stole his car. What is that? What's going on? We're having some camera issues.
Well, we're banging on that glass.
Ah. Amy Holly on the hot mic, y'all.
You should really warn me that I'm on a mic before I start talking.
We've got 3:14 to go. I'm
Nothing
here.
negative about any 13-year-old.
No, of course not.
Okay.
One more time. Just give me a douchebag.
I had said, Mike, you ran out of here like somebody had stolen your car. I didn't know what was going on. Mike's trying to protect the interests of the cameras and your viewership at home. A lot going on here at the rink, folks. But we're back. We've got 2:41 to go in the second period. Score still tied at 0. Not much happening that way. Will be moved up. Dedrick will collect it. He'll try and send it up. Bo will send it up to Call. Wild trying to keep it in the Cardinal zone. Barry will put a hard slapper on the ice, but unable to get the shot on net. Ruth comes flying out of nowhere to keep it, but Barry will send another hard shot, and that'll send a stick flying as well. 1:57 to go in the second. I feel like this was a very exciting period with a lot going on with the cameras, Mike, a lot going on the ice. Not a lot going on in the goals. Mike is now, he's going to forego the microphone. He is hot. Quinn Davis will pick this thing up in the far wall. Let's get back to some hockey here, folks. Grayson Gosselink will grab it at the blue line. That's picked up by Clausen. Clausen will skate that thing down into the near wall here. Tries for a centering pass, but Minnig says, no thank you, not in front of my house. And that'll be sent out. Back down, Gibson loses his footing on that slippery ice there at the blue line. Wynn picks it up. He'll move a centering pass in. Picked up by Gibson. Gibson almost gets a shot off, but broken off by Wilson of the Cardinals. Gibson does a really good job of trying to keep that thing in the zone, but Bendorf now able to pick it back up, and Johnny Wade tells him to take a seat. Rough hockey happening here, folks. Just under a minute to go in the second period, and we are getting, this thing's getting fired up right now. Now they're finally going to call that, I think, simply in an effort to calm it down for a minute. My gosh, that was 30 seconds of electrifying hockey. I've got Barb Dedrick with me. She's the wife of the head coach of the Wild. Barb, what are your thoughts so far on this semifinal game? Mike, can we get a quick shot up here? It's got to be real quick. All right. Barb says hi, everybody. The mic's not working, so you can't hear. I'm going to hit every one of these parents before this game's over. 30 seconds to go, second period. That'll be sent far down the ice by Woods, and an icing call's coming up. There it is. Bendorf picks it up. .2 seconds remain in this second period. Barry, a great job of breaking that up, not letting him get a shot at that center alley there. Minnig just deflects it with his glove off of his blocker, and it goes on the other side of the net. That'll bring the second period to a close. We have got 14 minutes of seriously intense hockey coming up for you. We're going to make our way around as we have a quick break here. There is a resounding theme that I talk about to the viewers at home and that is the hustle of Talon Wynn. I'm sitting here with his father. Mike, tell me what you think so far.
I think the team's got some screws to tighten up a little bit, a couple things, but they're all playing hard. And Talon's the best. He's just a big, hairy American winning machine. He wakes up in the morning and pees excellence. And the third period should be no different.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, there's no doubt. I've talked about the hustle of that boy all season long. He does not give up. It doesn't matter where you look. Talon Wynn is involved.
Yeah, he's part Labrador. That's what it is.
Mike, appreciate you being on.
Anytime.
Third period underway, folks. Here we go. All right. We've got ourselves a hockey game here, kids. 13:30 on the clock, and it's going to come down to maybe a one-goal spread. Just barely an offside call against the Wild there. Wynn just offside. You heard from Mike Wynn just a minute ago. His turns out Talon is part Labrador, which explains that speed. What do you think of that, Mike Holly? Cardinals move it down deep into the Wild zone. Behind the net there, a little mash up by the net, but that's thankfully sent out of there. Cornelius will pick it up here on the near wall. And he'll start to move it up. He'll put a shot on. Gloved by Minnick. Whistle came off a little bit early as Minnick gloved it. The puck bounced out of his glove. One of the parents wholly disagreed with that call. I don't know who it was either, Mike. I'm looking around myself. We've got Clausen and Miller on the faceoff. Clausen sends it back. Miller able to come up with it. Miller on a breakaway. Miller's just going to take this thing. He's going to send it across past the Holly. And just sent past the goal. Now the Cardinals are going to take it back their way. Quick move made. Clausen misses the centering pass. Minnick able to cover it up before you let the Cardinals get in too much of a rhythm. Cardinals winning on the faceoff. Miller trying to hustle in to Regan's shot, but unable to break it up. Now Atkins picks it up. Adkins with it now behind his own goal. He'll send it up the wall to Miller. Miller will pop it back up to Holly, but just missed the target. The Cardinals will send it back down into the Wild zone. Bendorf there, Clausen on the wall. Miller able to pick it off again. Miller's going to make a quick move, sends it up to Adkins. Adkins has a wide open breakaway, put a shot on just off the blocker. Good save, but Miller able to pick it up now. Miller trying to make some moves, loses the puck on the wall. Now sent back to the Cardinals. They're going to have a 1-on-2 breakaway, 2-on-2 now. Sent into center ice. Quick poke by Clausen, but loses the puck to Barry. Barry moves it up quick. Bendorf. Braden Miller with an awesome defensive effort to break up that shot of Bendorf. That would have been a hard slapper. Bendorf picks it up here on the near wall. Cornelius takes it, sends a shot in, but off the right blocker of Jonah Minnick. Miller back in there fighting for it, not letting these guys get anything cheap. If they're going to get something, they're going to have to work for it. Cool sends it in. Firing shots left and right for the Cardinals. And I'm telling you, there's only a matter of time. We've got to get this puck out of the zone because you wear him down, Miller puts a good hit on Cornelius there. Now Lezak will have a hard wrist shot in, but Minig able to cover it up. Now Talon Wynn picks it up, sends it over to Holly. It's only, what I was saying, only a matter of time. You get these shots on it, just wears them down and wears them down. Eventually, one of these things got to fall, so you got to get this thing out of the zone quick. Cards pick it up in their own zone, move it down the other side of the ice. Bendorf with it. Lezak. Now Bendorf again. Talon Wynn able to free it up, and Gibson sends it down the ice. We're going to have an icing call. I feel like it was a lot of hockey real quick. 9:38 to go in the third. A lot of time off of the clock there before a stoppage of play. On the ice for your West Virginia Wild right now, Ben Call, Austin Lowry, and Bo Ruth on your offense, and Leighton Walker Woods duo on defense. That'll be picked off by Austin Lowry, who's going to hustle for it, try and take it down the ice himself. Going to make a quick move, loses puck for a second, sends it back up, but Leighton Walker not there to get it. A lot going on, but Ben Call picks it up. Quick toe drag. He'll move it down. Minig will pop it back out, where Call will pick it up, try and send it to center ice. Now Walker Woods flicks that little Austin Lowry going for it again. Now Austin's got a breakaway. Puts a shot on, deflection by Ben Call. Just misses off the left side of the net. Call all over the place trying to get this puck. We're going to send that up to Stevens Wise. That'll be broken up. Centering pass sent over to Stevens Wise. He'll just miss that, and Gosling will pick it up in the high slot and start to skate this up himself. He wounds up with a breakaway, delayed penalty, and puts a hard wrist shot. Grayson Gosling, I'll tell you what, arguably the hardest wrist shot on the team. That kid can fire a shot on net. You give him an opportunity like that, even as a goalie, it's not going to be a good day because that sucker's coming in hot. We've got 8:05 to go. Wild on the power play. Breakaway by Lezak. Minig comes out to poke check it. Goodness, that was risky, but man, it paid off. Holly picks it up and flips it up into their zone. Now Miller's going to grab it, wait for his player to retreat, get back on side. Miller making a quick move and goes down to center ice. Almost had himself a shot, but didn't notice that Cardinal swooping in. Cards pick it up. That's Lezak taking it down the ice. Lezak will put a centering pass on to Cornelius. Cornelius will put a shot on the Gosling. Excellent job of breaking up that play, and Minig makes an incredible deflection. Miller will pick it up and dump it into the Cardinal zone. Now we've got an offside call. I don't know if I agree with that. It didn't look like it came across. My goodness, that's a lot going on at once. Zach Christian, what do you think? Totally agree. I appreciate your time. Wild now with it. Barry will send it over to Gibson. Gibson will move that up to Miller right at the blue line. Miller able to pick it up, but loses it just after the blue line. That'll be sent 200 the other direction, but Minnig will pick it up so that we don't have to stop play. Gibson will send it up the ice to Adkins. Adkins now going to hustle and move it up. He'll make a quick move at the blue line. Detaches from the puck for a brief second, loses it, and the Cardinals able to pick it up. Now Barry will send it back out of the zone of the Cardinals. Clausen trying to keep it in, but Miller just putting hits on people all over the place. That's the most aggressive I've seen him play all year. And I'll be honest, I love it. Miller picks it up. He'll make a quick move, but loses the puck there. Bendorf able to pick it up on this near wall, but Miller back to try and break it up. Excellent save by Jonah Minnig. My goodness gracious, that boy is on fire. They're getting some shots on him, but he is not going to make this easy for him. 5:30 to go in the third. We are at the point where it's time to start wearing these kids down. And the Wild have got to work a shot, get it on net, put something in there, and give themselves a little bit of a cushion. You can feel the energy of them starting to heat up here. Centering pass made. Donahue swing and a miss. Now the Wild will push this back up. Woods picks it up, sends it across ice to Leighton Walker. We'll send it up to Davis, but intercepted by Cornelius. Gibson, though, not going to let them in. And we'll get an offside call. I need you for 2 minutes. I've had a couple of...
All right, I'm taking over for Brian while he takes a quick break. 4:40 left in the third period, still 0-0. Back to Ghazi. Ghazi tries to pass it over to Gibson. Gibson tied up with the Cardinal, and Cardinals stable kept it in the Wild territory, and it's attempted to clear by Wade, and puck goes out of play. Great save by Minnick there, and puck comes out, goes through neutral. Holly has it. Tries to pass back to Adkins. Back to Miller, to Wade. Wade throws it in deep. Cardinals try to clear, and Miller's able to keep that in. But Cardinals come up with it again and pass it forward. Almost got a step ahead of Krausick, but he was there to disrupt, and the shot was blocked by Wade. Battle in front of the net, loose puck, and whistle. Nick all over it. He has been busy this game. Face off the wild territory. Attempted shot by the Cardinals. Blocked. Back to the blue line. And a shot from the blue line. And saved by Minnick. And cleared out by the Wild. Yeah, it's going to be icing with 3:22 left in the third period. Face off one by the Wild. Barry plays it around the boards over to Gibson. Gibson hit by a Cardinal. And battle for the puck. Wins in. It pops out. It's going to be picked up by Woods over to Davis. Back to Woods. Back to Wynn. Wynn carries it on in. And it is sent back out. And a shot goes deflected. Woods with a shot. It goes behind the net. It comes up the blue line. Gibson keeps it in. Cardinals get it and send it right back out. There he hustles to the boards over there to Gibson has it. And Cardinals come back up with it again. Back in, and this time Davis sends it back out to neutral. Cardinals pass it forward through the neutral zone, and they dump it in deep. 2:17 left. Stick flying in the air. Barry there sends it up the boards. Played up to the blue line by the Cardinals with a shot on, and that does not make it to the net. And that is Barry. No, that's Ben Call battling for it, and he's able to chip it out through neutral ice. And it rolls into Cardinals territory with 1:50 left. Brian's back, and here you go.
Thank you, Mike, for covering for me. Ladies and gentlemen, that break brought to you by Mango Carp Microbrews. I'm seeing some hustle from these kids. I've got some of the hockey moms here with me now who are very interested in saying something about this game. Ladies, take it away. Electric. Thank you for your interest. We're having too much fun here. I appreciate you guys joining in. I don't know how many viewers we're up to right now, but this is exciting. We've got 1:40 to go in the third. Score tied at 0. This is for all the marbles. Not really. This is a preliminary game, but still intense. Talon Wynn will take this thing up through center ice. He'll move it up, and Bo Ruth just offside. Trying to slow down, but couldn't stop the wagon. Looks like we've got the Cardinals on the power play, but Barry, of course, isn't going to make that easy for him as he chases it down. Sounds like we've maybe got some feed problems. We apologize for that, but we'll do what we can. The Queen City Ice Complex is encapsulated in what looks like a makeshift nuclear bunker with a lot of metal on the walls. So we apologize to viewers at home if this is subpar video quality, but I can tell you here in person it is electrifying. Bo Ruth will grab it and send it up the ice. We've got just under a minute to go. And Barry, you can tell, is going 110%. He does not want this thing to end in a tie. He'll put a shot on. And the Cardinals will pick it up with 40 seconds to go in the third period. That'll be sent down for an icing call. That is not called. So Woods will send it around the ice. Ruth tries to pick it up. Swing and a miss by one of the Cardinals. Sent back deep into the wild zone. 25 seconds to go. And Bendorf there to pick it up, try and move it in. A backhand shot sent in by Bendorf. Now Wynn will pick it up. Wynn's going to skate it out of here and able to get it out of the zone. And a shot by Bendorf into the net with, his time expired. Bendorf goes bar down. And if that were 0.5 of a second sooner, would have been a goal. And we're in that one in a tie. That was a good effort. What a finish. Winds up 0-0. We'll shake some hands. I want to thank you all again for tuning in and watching our feed. Join us back here tomorrow. I think we're back here at 9. Well, we don't know a time yet. So if we work on that, we will we'll do what we can to post a time, maybe on the West Virginia Wild Facebook page, and let you know. Some of you, if I've got your contact info, I will certainly send you info. We've got Amy Holly here. Amy, you were able to step in that second period when times were desperate, and you came through for us. Tell us.
Trained well. It was touch and go there for a second, but I was trained well.
Got the mother of Braden Miller there. Hi, babe. I thought
comment either.
it should have been a win. It should have been a win. Well, that's what we hope for, of course, but I felt like the guys, that was probably the most effort I've seen out of the players probably this year. Would you agree?
Maybe.
A woman of many words and infinite intelligence. Thank you all for joining us. I've got the sister of Mr. Talon Wynn here, and she would like to say something. Evie, what do you got?
Walking home.
Oh!
Or go. You supposed to.
Well,
Now he's walking.
Talon, when you watch this later, Evie says, do better.
Yes.
No goals means you walk home.
Yes.
It's a long, cold walk, my friend. Thank you all again for joining us. We will see you tomorrow for some more Wild hockey.